concept of strategy. Strategy involves the general who commands the army and his or her art of winning in the battlefield. The strategy of a business enterprise consists of what management decides about the future direction and scope of the business. It entails managerial choice among alternative action programs, commitment to specific product markets, competitive moves, and business approaches to achieve enterprise objectives. In this lesson, we will discuss the basic concept of strategy and other terms related to it. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to definition and elements of strategy, nature of strategy, corporate vision and mission, setting goals and objectives, planning and strategy, from corporate strategy to marketing strategy, the 4 A's of Day's marketing strategy model. Strategy and tactics are often distinguished in terms of their dimensions. Strategy, for the most part, is concerned with deploying resources, and tactics is concerned with employing them. Tactics are the action plans or specific step-by-step methods by which strategies are executed. The table here shows the difference in detail. According to Salona et al., any strategy should have 4 important elements. A strategy invariably indicates the long-term goals towards which all efforts are directed. A strategy defines the scope, which includes the kind of products it will produce, the markets it will pursue, and broad areas of activity it will undertake. A strategy also contains a clear statement of what competitive advantages the firm will pursue and sustain. The why is the logic of strategy. The slide here shows the nature of strategy. Strategy has multiple aspects as shown on the screen. Purpose or goal acts as the driver of the future. Strategy is also concerned with the means by which the purpose is achieved. One aim of strategy is to win, and this means beating the competitors. Strategy has close association with leadership. Crafting and executing a winning strategy is the responsibility of leaders. One purpose of strategy is therefore to position the enterprise for the future so as to be prepared for this uncertainty. Certain capabilities improve the chances of future success so that strategy may relate to these capabilities. The purpose of a strategy is to achieve a good match between the capabilities of the enterprise and the environmental opportunities available, and thereby make the business more successful. The environment in which an organization operates consists of external environment and internal environment. External environment consists of the totality of all factors that affect a firm from outside its organizational boundary. Internal environment consists of the structure, culture, resources, skills, etc. within the organization. Now let us discuss the characteristics of environment. Environment is quite complex. It consists of a number of forces that interact with each other to create an entirely new set of forces, which make it complex. The more complex the environment, the more variables have to be taken into consideration, and hence more difficult to make effective decisions. The environment of an organization is never static. It is constantly changing. Environmental uncertainty means the degree of complexity plus the degree of change existing in an organization's external environment. When the rate of change in the environmental factors is so fast that it makes the environment unpredictable, such a phenomena is called turbulence. Since the environment is complex, dynamic, uncertain, or turbulent, and has far-reaching impact on the functioning of the firm, strategic managers must have a clear understanding of the environment in which they and their organizations operate. The main components of external environment are macro environment and micro environment. The former includes all factors that can influence an organization. but that are out of their direct control. Microenvironment influences the organization directly. It includes suppliers that deal directly or indirectly, consumers and customers, and other local stakeholders. All factors that are internal to the organization are known as the internal environment. They are generally audited by applying the 5 M's, which are men, money, machinery, materials, and markets. Every businessman has to conduct a market opportunity analysis. An important exercise undertaken by many businesses at this level is to conduct strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats SWOT analysis to spot the right opportunities to match the business unit's strengths and also identify weaknesses and serious threats and their likelihood of occurrence that may hamper the business unit's growth prospects. The macro environment consists of the political and legal forces, economic forces, socio-cultural forces, and technological forces. These are known as PEST factors. The political arena has a huge influence upon the regulation of businesses and the spending power of consumers and other businesses. Marketeers need to consider the state of a trading economy in the short and long terms. The social and cultural influences on business vary from country to country. Technology is vital for competitive advantage and is a major driver of globalization. The first task in the process of strategic management is to formulate the organization's vision and mission statements. Vision can be defined as a mental image of a possible and desirable future state of organization. It is a vividly descriptive image of what a company wants to become in future. Vision represents top management's aspirations about the company's direction and focus. A mission statement is the purpose or reason for the organization's existence. A well-conceived mission statement defines the fundamental unique purpose that sets it apart from other companies of its type and identifies the scope of its operations in terms of products offered and markets served. A goal is considered to be an open-ended statement of what one wants to accomplish with no quantification of what is to be achieved and no time criteria for its completion. Objectives are the ends that state specifically how the goals shall be achieved and make the goals operational. They are concrete and specific in contrast to goals which are generalized. Effective marketing is determined by our ability to find new ways to generate reliable revenues from current and future customers. Over the years, marketing gurus have researched best practices in virtually every industry and segment and consequently have developed a 4-step definition of what makes a marketing campaign successful. While most marketeers have used the P's of marketing, that is, price, place, product, and promotion, to develop their marketing plans, using the 4 A's, analyze, attention, accept, and action, makes more sense. Use the 4 A's to help determine and formulate the catalysts that lead to sales and revenue, which again is the ultimate goal of any marketing effort. These 4 components must be met in chronological order for your marketing to be really successful. These 4 steps ensure revenue and marketing accountability. Used correctly and consistently, they result in measurable, traceable return on marketing investment. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. Vision can be defined as a sentence describing a company's function, markets, and competitive advantages. Right or wrong? Wrong. An objective is an open-ended statement. Wrong. 4 A's of marketing involve analyze, attention, accept, and action. Right. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we have studied till so far. Strategy that is related to each functional area of business, such as production, marketing, and personnel, is called functional strategy. Corporate vision is a short, succinct, and inspiring statement of what the organization intends to become and to achieve at some point in the future, often stated in competitive terms. A mission can be defined as a sentence describing a company's function, markets, and competitive advantages. Developing your mission statement is the step which moves marketing strategy, your strategic planning process from the present to the future. The mission should be broad enough to allow for the diversity, like new products, new services, new markets, one requires for one's business. The mission statement should also be specific enough to provide the focus necessary to the success of your business. Once a mission statement has been set, every organization needs to periodically review and possibly revise it to make sure it accurately reflects its goals and the business and economic climates evolve.